Pisces, August 1st. I'm seeing a tight grip first. You are holding the money, the time, the access, the feelings. You are checking what is safe. You are not handing out keys to people who have not earned them. And honestly, you knew this already. The Four of Pentacles is showing control, security, and fear of loss. Four of Pentacles, this card is about protecting what you have, but not letting fear turn into a fist. Four of Pentacles, you are counting, double checking, and keeping the important stuff close. That can be smart. It can also get rigid fast. Let me rephrase that. Four of Pentacles is not asking you to be careless. It is asking you to name the thing you are afraid of losing. The bank balance, the private plan, the relationship where you stopped saying too much because you did not want to rock the boat. The Four of Pentacles can look like safety, but if you are clenching every inch of your life, that is scarcity thinking, wearing a mask. Four of Pentacles. Protect your resources, yes. Set the boundary, yes. But do not confuse a locked door with peace. Hold on. There is movement under this. Six of Swords. This card is transition, distance, and mental relief. Six of Swords. You are leaving the loud part behind, even if your body is still in it for a minute. You are stepping out of the draining conversation. You are taking the longer route home because you need your head clear. You are choosing the calmer option, not because you quit, but because you are done bleeding for the lesson. Six of Swords says move on with intention. Do not drag the storm into the next room. Actually, no, this is important. Six of Swords is not about pretending it never hurt. It is about letting the hurt recede. You stop answering the message. You stop explaining yourself to somebody who only listens when it benefits them. You sit in the quiet and let your nervous system come down. That is the crossing. That is the healing. If you delay the move, you keep paying for old pain with new energy. Six of Swords says stop carrying that baggage like it is your identity. And then after all that tightness and all that leaving, Four of Wands shows up. Four of Wands. This card is stability, homecoming, and a place to land. Four of Wands. You are not just escaping the bad. You are building the good. You are making the room feel safe. You are marking the milestone. You are letting yourself enjoy the calmer rhythm without waiting for it to collapse. That is the shift. The heart wants real connection, and Four of Wands says connection can be safe when the foundation is real. Don't lie to yourself. You do not need perfection before you celebrate. You need enough structure to breathe. Four of Wands is the earned exhale. The relationship that feels steady. The home that does not make you brace. The people who do not make you perform for belonging. This is not boring. This is the point. Stability is not the absence of life. It is the place where life can finally happen without you gripping it so hard. Pisces, August 1st. This is not asking you to panic. It's asking you to stop gripping so hard. Four of Pentacles. You are holding the money, the plan, the feelings, the timeline. All of it. I'm seeing you checking the numbers, checking the text, checking the door. You keep one hand on what you have because you do not want to lose it. But listen, control is not the same thing as safety. If you keep clenching, you start confusing fear with protection. Name what you are scared to lose. Put a boundary there. Protect the resource, yes, but do not lock the whole house just because one window felt open. Two of Cups. This is where the moment softens, but only if it is real. Not fantasy, not one person doing all the reaching. Two of Cups asks for an honest exchange. Say what you need, hear what they need, meet halfway, or do not call it a bond. Let me rephrase that. If the effort is uneven, the connection is uneven. Two of Cups wants the conversation that finally says, here is where I stand. Where do you stand? That is the move. Not guessing, not carrying the whole thing alone. Mutual, plain. Clean. Six of Swords. Something is leaving your nervous system. Good. Let it go. Actually, no, let me be sharper. You are not meant to sit in the same draining loop and call it loyalty. Six of Swords is the crossing, the exit, the quiet decision to take the calmer road, even if your pride wants one more round. You step away from the conversation that keeps reopening the same wound. You take space before you answer. You let the past drift behind you instead of dragging it into the next room. Do not force closure. Just move with intention. Four of Wands. And here's the payoff, a safer rhythm. A place to land, a real milestone, not a fake one. Four of Wands is homecoming energy, but earned. It is the moment you feel your shoulders drop because the ground is steady again. Mark the progress. Celebrate the fact that things are calmer now. Build around what is stable. Do not dismiss the small win because it is not perfect yet. Stability is not boring. Stability is relief. Stability is the first night you sleep without checking the door 3 times. So the moment is simple. Four of Pentacles shows the grip. Two of Cups shows the honest exchange. Six of Swords shows the exit from what hurts. Four of Wands shows the secure place you reach when you stop confusing fear with care. Pisces, this is not about holding tighter. It is about holding what is real and letting the rest go. Pisces, August 1st. This is not gentle. It is showing me the grip, the habit, the thing you keep calling protection, but is really fear with a lock on it. Four of Pentacles, you are holding your money, your time, your words, your body. Tight. Checking, counting, watching who gets access. And listen, that can look responsible on the outside. Actually, no. Sometimes it is just panic dressed up as discipline. You are not crazy for wanting safety. But if you keep clenching, you start confusing control with stability. Name what you are scared to lose. Name it out loud, then stop acting like every open hand is a threat. Two of Cups, this is the moment where the relationship gets real, or it shows you it cannot meet you. No more carrying the whole bond alone. No more guessing. No more pretending the silence is harmony. Somebody has to speak plainly. Somebody has to say, here's what I need. Here's what I can give. And if the other person can meet you halfway, good. If they cannot, then the imbalance is the message. I'm seeing one honest conversation doing more than 10 soft excuses. That is the work here, mutual. Not imagined, not one-sided. The Devil reversed. This card is about the chain getting exposed, not broken by magic. Exposed first, and that matters because once you see the pattern, you cannot keep calling it harmless. The loop is obvious now. Doom scrolling instead of resting, going back to the toxic text thread, staying busy so you do not have to feel the ache. The Devil reversed is telling you to interrupt it. Put the phone down. Do not answer the bait. Do not feed the old dynamic just because it is familiar. That is the whole point. Familiar is not the same as safe. Six of Swords. You are moving. Maybe not fast. Maybe not pretty. But you are moving away from the noise, away from the argument that keeps draining you. Away from the mental room where everything echoes. Six of Swords wants the crossing, it wants distance. It wants you to choose the calmer option even if the ego hates leaving mid-story. Let the past recede. Do not drag every old wound into the next conversation. Take the space, take the quieter road. Stop reopening what already hurt you. Four of Wands. And here's the landing. Not perfection, not fantasy. A real place to stand, a calmer rhythm at home. A small win that actually counts. A relationship milestone that does not need to be dramatic to be true. Four of Wands says celebrate the foundation before you demand the whole house. Actually, no, celebrate the foundation because that is the house. This is where stability starts to feel lived in, safe with your people, safe in your space, safe enough to exhale. So this is the truth under the tension. You are not being asked to hold tighter. You are being asked to loosen the grip, tell the truth, leave the drain, and let yourself arrive somewhere steadier. Pisces, August 1st. Four of Pentacles, you have been gripping the same thing too hard. Money, a person. Pent. Your peace. You check the balance. You reread the text. You kept your hand on the door just in case. And honestly, that grip has been acting like safety, but it is not safety. It is fear wearing a clean shirt. Protect what is yours, yes. Set the boundary. Lock the drawer if you need to. But do not confuse clenching with stability. You already knew that. Two of Cups. Now somebody is meeting you where you actually are. Not where you pretended to be. Not where you performed. Where you are. This is the honest conversation, the real back and forth. The message answered. The look that says, I see you too. But listen, it has to go both ways. If you are carrying the whole bond, that is not reciprocity. That is labor. Meet halfway. Say what you need plainly. Let the connection prove itself in action, not fantasy. The Devil reversed. Good, because the chain is visible now. The loop is visible now. The thing you kept calling normal has started to look expensive. You are done feeding the pattern just because it is familiar. You are done doom scrolling at 2 a.m. instead of sleeping, done going back to the toxic dynamic because silence felt worse. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. You are not weak. You were attached. There is a difference. And this reversal is the break. Name the habit. Name the control, then stop touching it. Page of Wands, and right there, a spark shows up. Small. Fresh, nervous, but real. New idea, new message, new move. You send the text first. You start the thing you have been talking about for weeks. You try the route you have never taken. This is not about having the whole map. It is about taking the first brave step before fear gets a vote. Do not overthink it into dust. Follow the spark while it is warm. Six of Swords. This is the crossing. You are leaving the loud part behind, not because you lost, but because you are tired of bleeding in the same room. Take the space. Leave the draining conversation. Let the old argument stay where it belongs. I'm seeing you choosing the calmer option, and that matters more than proving a point. Move with intention. Keep your eyes forward. Do not drag the old pain into the next moment. Four of Wands, and here is the landing, not perfection. Landing, a calmer home rhythm, a safer corner, a milestone you can actually feel in your body. Maybe you finally exhale when you walk in the door. Maybe you celebrate a relationship that is steady enough to trust. Maybe your people show up and you do not have to guess. Mark it, do not rush past it. This is the foundation after the storm. This is what it looks like when security is built, not clenched. Pisces, August 1st. I'm seeing the control pattern first. Four of Pentacles, you have been gripping the same thing like it is the only safe thing in the room. Money access, a text thread, a feeling. You check it, hold it, protect it, and then wonder why your body still feels tight. Four of Pentacles says the grip is the problem, not just the thing you are holding. Name what you are scared to lose. That is where the truth is. Two of Cups, this is the honest mirror. One person is meeting you, one person is not. So stop acting like equal effort is happening when it is not. Two of Cups wants the plain conversation, not the soft version, not the delayed version. The real one. You ask for reciprocity and you watch what comes back. No chasing, no carrying it alone. You already knew that. The Devil reversed. This is the break in the chain. Let me rephrase that. The Devil reversed is you seeing the loop for what it is. The late night scrolling, the return to the same dynamic. The busy work so you do not have to feel the ache. That pattern has been feeding on your attention. The reversal says stop calling it normal. Stop calling it fate. Name the compulsion. Interrupt it. Put the phone down. Leave the thread alone. Choose freedom over familiarity. Page of Wands, and here is the spark, small but real. Page of Wands shows up after the chain loosens because now you can actually feel your own curiosity again. I'm seeing the first message, the first try, the first brave step that is not fully planned. But do it anyway. Send it. Start it. Test it. Do not wait until you feel bulletproof because that day keeps getting delayed. Page of Wands is not asking for perfection. It is asking for motion. King of Pentacles reversed. Actually, no, this is where the false stability gets exposed. King of Pentacles reversed is the person, system, or habit that looks solid and is not. Spending to look fine, promising more than you can hold. Micromanaging because you do not trust the foundation. That is not power, that is fear in a suit. Audit it. What is sustainable? What is just image? You need substance now, not performance. Six of Swords, so the move happens quietly, intentionally. Six of Swords is the crossing away from the noise. You leave the draining conversation. You take the space. You stop dragging the old pain into the next hour, the next text, the next choice. This is not dramatic. It is cleaner than that. You pick calmer ground on purpose. Four of Wands, and that is where it lands. Four of Wands is the safe place, the milestone, the little homecoming after all that tension. not perfection. A real base, a relationship that feels mutual, a room that feels settled, a day that does not require you to brace for impact. Celebrate that. Mark it. Do not rush past it because it is quiet for you, Pisces. This moment is the turning point. Once the old chain is named and loosened, the spark has somewhere to go. Pisces, August 1st, you are not in the same room with the same problem anymore. That matters. Four of Pentacles. This card is about clenching hard around what feels safe. Four of Pentacles shows you checking, holding, and double checking. Money, time. Feelings. Even the way you answer people, you keep one hand on the door because you are scared something leaves if you relax. But that grip is not the same thing as safety. You already knew this from when we named the grip that feels like safety. Protect what is yours, yes, but stop mistaking fear for wisdom. Two of Cups, this card is about mutual exchange. Two of Cups wants the honest conversation. Not the polished version, the real one. The one where both people speak plainly and both people show up. I'm seeing the bond asking for reciprocity, the same pressure we first named in you cannot carry the whole bond and call it love. Meet halfway or name the imbalance. Simple, clean, no performance. The Devil reversed. This reversal is about breaking the loop. The Devil reverse shows the chain for what it is. The late night scrolling, the returning to the same dynamic, the staying busy so you do not have to feel what hurts. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. This is the moment you catch yourself before the habit takes over. You stop the cycle on purpose. You do not romanticize the chain you can finally name from you do not call it fate. You call it what it is, and then you step back. Page of Wands, this card is a spark. Page of Wands is the first brave move. Send the message. Start the thing. Try the new path. Stop waiting for perfect certainty because it is not coming. There is a fresh idea here and it needs motion. The spark after the breaking point we saw, and keep it small if you have to. Just make it real, one step. Then another. King of Pentacles reverse. This reversal is about shaky power and false security. King of Pentacles reverse shows the part of the story where someone tries to look solid while the foundation is wobbling. Spending to impress. Micromanaging to feel in control. Promising more than can actually be held. If it is not sustainable, it is not stable. The same warning about the foundation that must be real and audit the numbers. Audit the behavior. Strip off the image and look at the structure underneath. Six of Swords. This card is the crossing. Six of Swords is movement away from the noise. Not dramatic, just necessary. Leave the draining conversation. Take the space. Let the old tension sit behind you for a minute. There is relief in distance. There is relief in not answering right away. There is relief in choosing the calmer road, even if your nervous system wants to stay on alert. Cross the water. Do not keep one foot in the storm. Four of Wands. This card is the landing. Four of Wands is the place where things finally hold. Not perfect. Hell, there is a milestone here. A calmer home rhythm, a safer connection, a moment with your people where you exhale and realize you are not bracing for impact anymore. Mark that, celebrate that. Do not dismiss the small win because it is not the whole dream yet. Stability starts as a moment before it becomes a life. So this moment moves cleanly. Release the grip. And balance. Break the loop. Take the first brave step. Stop booting on shaky ground. Then cross, then land. Then rebuild something that can actually hold you. Okay? That's all I've got for now. If this hit, you already know what to do. Please subscribe. Tell your group chat. I'll see y'all soon.